I'm Sam Turich. This is Ann Goldsmith, who's the casting director of Progression, and this is Jake, whose head does appear in the movie. This is the black cat that you see during the title sequence of the movie. Lisa Ann had been a casting director for the theater for years, and been a good friend and somebody that Gab and I both worked with a lot. And so she offered to cast Progression, and we said that would be amazing, that would be great. And it was your first film.
It was my first casting job on a film.
Yeah. And we were bound and determined to cast the film as much in Pittsburgh as we could. We know from a long experience, Lisa Ann and I both worked at all of the theaters in town. We must have over the years.
Certainly between us.
Quantum Theater, the Public Theater, City Theater, the Rep at the Playhouse, theaters that don't exist anymore, Open Stage, Civic Light Opera, everywhere. So we knew about how much talent there was when it comes to actors in Pittsburgh. Where most of them end up working is the theater. Even though lots of movies, lots of big Hollywood movies come to Pittsburgh, especially lately, it's very rare for one of the larger roles to be cast locally using
It's true, they'll cast usually 1 or 2 day roles.
Why is that?
One of the things I think is that I don't think that people know the amount of talent that we have here in Pittsburgh. I think the more that Hollywood starts coming here, they're starting to cast slightly bigger roles because I think they recognize that we have a pretty amazing talent pool. But that's why I think, because I think people in LA think that you can only get good actors in New York and LA, which is not true.
Nope, but we knew that, and because we were working on a very small budget, we knew that we would be best served by finding local actors to work on our film. It also helped a lot that we knew so many people and we knew what they were good at. If you come and see the movie, you'll see that a lot of the character names are just the names of these local actors, which is pretty much what it said in the script, because we knew exactly who we wanted to be sitting around these tables in these scenes. And had a lot of luck getting them for it, in no small part because Lisa Ann was able to reach out to them and let them know exactly when we needed them and for how long. And
we worked around their schedules as well because
we did a lot of
small
that.
Budget film, so we did a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a stretch right at the beginning of shooting when we had to start shooting at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
because one of our actors was in rehearsal for a play, and could only be on our set until 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. So we'd shoot 4 a.m. to noon or 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. And one of the facts of being an actor in Pittsburgh is that you don't get a lot of chances to be in a big meaty role in a film, especially a feature film. They make a lot of shorts around here, but there aren't a lot of features that are shot using local actors, and so we don't get the chance to show what we can do. We don't get the chance to learn from the experience, and that's one of the things that I'm really proud of with this feature, is that a lot of people got in a lot of really fine work.
And I have to say that having, I've seen several edits, but having watched the final edit, I really do think it is one of the best ensemble casts in any feature film I've seen in a really long time. And I don't say that because I had something to do with it. I just think there's an incredible amount of talent, and I think that everybody has pulled out unbelievable performances. I
agree. Yeah, no, and there's not a stinker in the movie, which is rare. It's funny too, because most films, even the films that go to the independent film festivals that most people have heard of, your Sundances and your Cannes or Toronto, Tribeca, they all have actors whose names you'd recognize in them. So they're independent films. They are small budget films.
Riding on the back of one or two famous people
who come and do the movie, and this movie Progression is riding on the back of no famous people. There's nobody in this film who's famous. There are a couple of people with Broadway credits, and this is actually something I wanted to talk with you about. So when it comes to where we went to cast this movie, I was taking some notes about this and thinking about how two of the actors that we have in the film have been named Performer of the Year for Pittsburgh in the Post-Gazette. That's Lori Klatcher, who plays one of the Cougars. And
We'll just let you figure that out for
well,
yourself.
and Mary Rawson, who just won last year, plays a character named Dorothy.